Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. Hope you're doing great. Yesterday, I did a little live that was for the end of May full zodiac. So if you wanted to catch that, it's on the YouTube channel. You can check that out. Just click the little live menu, and that will be the first one that shows up. Also, next week we are doing a class on healing your soul contracts. And this is really a special class to me. It is related to your karmic mission and path. So some people that you have in your life, you may not think of them as soulmates, but they are, especially those we have difficult relationships with. So this is really a chance to heal that and also move on from situations that you're just like stuck in. And also, if you have been in a relationship for some time that needs a kick in the pants, it's a great way to do that. So there's a link in the description box below. Heal Your Soul Contracts. It's on June 1st. All right, let's see where we go. Grounding. I was getting that a couple of times today. Voyage of the heart. And narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. So some of you have come through a thing or have come through some kind of portal that required you to navigate with your heart, not your intellect. And, this does have to do with seeing the soul contract of the person that's in front of us and how we're integrating with them or acting with them, or what lessons have we learned. Sometimes we got really tough people in our lives that teach us through their negative expression. Next week, we're going to be talking about the full moon in Sagittarius, and full moons are all about expressing oneself and completing cycles. So this is a perfect time for us to really be doing this work. So let's see where we go this morning. There will be an extended for this reading. I'll go deeper into that in a second. All right. Woohoo! Look at this. Ace of Cups, the World. Wow. The Empress. My goodness. This Two of Swords and Three of Pentacles. I like it. Okay, I can't not take that. Death. All right. So there is some gosh, I can't stop seeing that. Okay. So the Five of Cups, if I see something, I got to say it. All right. So this does feel like a connection that might have gotten a little bit challenging, especially around money. All right. There's another person. So there's two people in this. There's a triangle. We got the Three of Pentacles and we've got the Two of Swords. There's something here about, okay, some of you could be dealing with relationships that are controlled by money. That could be family relationships. That could be love relationships that are closing up, that are ending. Okay, some of you might have walked into them very optimistically and feeling like the other person's got my best interest at heart. But there are some regrets here because the relationship that we're talking about is a karmic relationship that needs to move to a new space or a new level of consciousness. And there might be some regrets around that. Either you or the other person might have regrets around money or using money as kind of a lever in this relationship, or that was the focus. I really feel like it needs to be from the heart. I think that can't be, it's not that it's not part of this relationship, because when you're married, money is a thing. Business partners, it's like you're getting married. It's really intertwined with your money. And any kind of soulmate connection, that there might be some kind of third party energy to it, that and the third party energy can be the money issue or the money situation. It doesn't have to be a third actual person. It can be a situation that's being activated. I think there's a new opening in your life. You might be learning from a past relationship that had to do with money or had to do with values, family, something like that. Knight of Wands, the Strength card. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Two of Pentacles. You've got the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Swords. Yup. The Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like the person you're dealing with is really super stubborn. They may have seen you in the past as not being responsible, or somebody who's got one foot out of the relationship, like you're really not in it. But I really feel like this powerful energy has changed you. There's some big lesson in life. This may have taught you a lot. I feel like you have a lot to choose from, a lot of offers, a lot of capabilities. There's somebody right now who is either pushing you away, or their lesson here for you is to learn to stand up for yourself, learn to be in your power, in your strength. And they may come at that from kind of a negative place by like pushing you to pushing you away, or being really strict with you, or being really cold with you. And it's like, listen, this is what I'm gonna do in my life. This is where I'm going. I've got choices. I don't have to deal with this nonsense. If you want to push me away and everything, God bless. I don't care. Because that's not the the lesson is for you to say your piece. Now, I don't see an Ace of Swords here. The World card does have a sword, a wand, a pentacle, and a cup. There is this kind of like, the key, I feel like in the past, this relationship has been challenging, difficult in terms of maybe you have stuck your head in the sand or run away from it in the past, but now you've got to assert yourself. You've got to step into it. And it might be in the past that we've had multiple opportunities for this to happen. It might have taken multiple opportunities for you to finally free yourself, okay, from this. I'm going to clarify the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords. Wow, Page of Swords, all swords. Okay, I'm getting back to you in a second. What just came through for me is this is Capricorn and this is Aquarius. So in June, we have Pluto moving from Aquarius. It's in retrograde. It was in retrograde starting May 1st. So it's moving back into Capricorn, and Capricorn is about the rules. Aquarius is about innovation. So there's this clash. This could be, big picture, right? Because we're talking about Pluto. Pluto is generational. So we'll pull it out of an intimate relationship for 1 second and into that place of like, okay, innovation is kind of fighting with the rules, which it always does. Innovation is wanting to create something new. It can have rules to it. It doesn't mean, and I think that's the misunderstanding. The King of Pentacles is misunderstanding what the King of Swords is doing. And I think that's true in the world, that the people who want to hold us, put us back 70 years or put us back into another place. Oh, it was so much better then. People who want that kind of nostalgia are the ones that are not understanding that innovation could actually benefit from them. And the people who are very innovative or looking to the future or very future oriented really think the past is all terrible. And that's not true. There's definitely some things about the past that can be moved forward. So there's this argument about future versus past. And if you drill it down into a personal relationship, one of you is really wanting to move things forward. And the other of you is like, okay, what's the rules? And there's just like this chafing going on. Now, I'm going to go back to this Two of Pentacles that I was clarifying up here. I feel like this is likely you not wanting, having a sense of like not wanting to deal with this kind of battle. Some of you may be sticking your head in the sand in terms of the societal issue of future versus past. But others of you in a personal relationship is like, kind of running away altogether from the relationship, and the other person can see that. And that might have been the way you used to do it. But now the Strength card is like, you're actively taking things on straight on. Like you're not going to run away anymore. And it's scary. The Nine of Swords is like worry, anxiety. The Seven of Swords is I just want to run away. Or there might be some kind of little lies that you tell in order to get out of being so full frontal. There's a message that comes through, and this could be in the future. This could have already happened, but there was definitely some nasty words exchanged. The Knight of Swords here is very irritated and nasty. There's worry around that, but then there's kind of like, you know what? If you're teaching me to stand up for myself, have at it, because I'm doing it. So that's likely the thing that's transitioned you into that powerful energy of strength. And I feel like that's almost like, it might be counterintuitive to you to say like, this is not working for me, I'm going to move on. Because in the past, you never would have said that. You never would have said, listen, you're being a jerk, I'm moving on. Never. You would have been like, well, maybe we can work on it. Maybe this is something that can be salvaged. And now I just feel like you're like, ain't nobody got time for this. Like, if you want to be a jerk, do it on your own time. have at it, but you're not going to do it to me. So that is an assertion, because being assertive is when you assert your own rights without stamping on the rights of other people. Aggression is when you're like, F off, this is how it's going to be because this is the way I need it to be. And there's just this sense of like, oh yeah, well, that isn't good for everyone. It may be good for you. And the other person's like, I don't care if it's good for everyone. It just needs to be good for me. And you're like, yeah, no. Because Aquarian energy, which is where we're going, is the sense of like, it's got to be good for the collective. It can't just be good for one or two people. Nope, that is not going to work anymore. And that might have worked in the past. It's not going to work anymore. So that's for the collective. But I'm also feeling that in spiritual, in a personal relationship, you might have had somebody who was like, well, if it's good for me, that means it's good for the relationship. And in the past, you might have thought, well, there might be some truth to that. But now you're like, I'm sorry, that is nonsense. If it's just good for you and it's not good for me, then it's not good for either of us. There is zero chance that if you're in a relationship where you're unhappy, that the other person is 100% happy. There's zero chance of that. But, well, zero chance if they're healthy. If they're unhealthy, then they don't care if you're happy or unhappy. That's a whole different matter. That's a narcissistic pattern, or that's something like that. So if it's like, I get mine, don't care about the rest of you, I only care about the people I know or the people who are mine, I'm sorry, that's not the age of Aquarius. That is the past. Gone. So over the next year and a half, we're really going to see us moving toward this energy of, because Pluto is, while it's backing up into Capricorn right now, it's going to be in Capricorn until like October, I think. And then it's going to, it goes direct and it's going to slowly inch out of Capricorn and move back into Aquarius. I'm not sure if it's October or January, but it's much later on. And then next year there's a wobble again into Capricorn. But in 2024, by the end of 2024, it's in Aquarius for the next, 18, 20 years. So whatever has been going on since, since March 23rd, when Aquarius ingressed into, Pluto ingressed into Aquarius. Don't forget, the United States is in a Pluto return. And it's not going to fully run its course until 2025. So we've got a couple of years of this. But right now, there's the battle between the old and the new ideas, the new innovation, the old, it wasn't it great back then. So that's what's happening here. And I feel like the thing is it good for the collective or isn't it? And the other group of people is like, I don't care as long as something is good for me. Now, Six of Cups, there is nostalgia about things, but it's created the past nostalgia or the reason why it's not just good, like, hey, if it's good for me, I don't care about the rest of you. The reason why it's not good is because we are all connected. And so it's really not that good for you. If you think that, hey, I got mine and, screw the rest of you. If you think that's going to be something that is healthy or actively supporting happiness or joy or abundance of any kind with the move forward into Aquarius, it's not going to support that, because Aquarius is about the collective and is about this awareness that we are all connected. So whatever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. I'm going to bring that up. Okay. So if you're kind of, I don't think you are, but I think if you're in a situation where you're dealing with people who are kind of stomping on other people, that is a big, big karmic no-no. Okay. So Knight of Cups, this offer that wants to come through. Eight of Cups, moving on to a new path. Magician, it is what we make of it. Ace of Swords, I love it. Wheel of Fortune, fated and destined. This world is what we make of it, or not. So what do you want to do? And this is a fated, destined kind of situation that we're dealing with. This is a much bigger reading than a day or even this year. This is like for the next couple, until the end of 2024, this will be decided. The offer is, hey, you can make whatever you want of this, but there needs to be some kind of consensus. So what's it going to be? Right. All right, I'm going to continue on with this reading. If this is your personal reading, we'll look at that. If this is your collective reading, here we go. All right, so link is in the description box below. Pathfinders, let's just keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.